to our next question. Sawyer, what's next on our list?
Well, how did T's mission differ from Doe's mission since T left and returned to the kingdom of heaven before Doe?
Well, that's here I go again. That's an interesting question too. That was a very tough one for me. And I think it was a tough one for T because it came as such a surprise. Um, I don't know why, but T and I thought that um, we just knew it seemed that we would both be here for the full duration of the task, and it didn't occur to us that one might leave prior to the other one leaving.
That was Marshall Applewhite speaking about his partner, Bonnie, leaving. And we find out on June 19th in 1985 in Parkland Memorial Hospital in Dallas, Texas. He loses her for good. She dies of cancer. There's not a whole lot of info. She gets diagnosed in 1983 and is dead by 1985. So to lay the groundwork for this one, he's lost his spiritual partner, and he is now the sole messiah of this group, and he is on a downward spiral.
Welcome, stranger.
Secret the society.
Strangers. Society.
Welcome to the secret society. Strangers?
I'm Lee. That's Jen. That's Josh. This is the Secret Society of Strangers. We are doing Heaven's Gate Part 3, The Test.
Woo!
Get your pen and paper ready.
I didn't study
I
at
don't think
all.
I'm gonna like this at all.
It's not a lot of studying required for this one. Just a lot of devotion.
See, I can't give you that.
No, because yeah.
I'm going to give a content warning again right up top. We are going to be discussing suicide, cult manipulation, graphic descriptions of medical procedures performed in not medical facilities. But if you are struggling with any kind of mental problems and you want to talk to someone, or you need to talk to someone, dial 988. Right? You guys ready to descend into literal madness?
Begrudgingly, yes.
You're gonna take us there anyway, so
I know, right?
This is the fun part. All right. So like we said previously, we met our messiahs and we collected a whole bunch of somewhat mostly innocent souls, and we have created a full-on cult. We're completely isolated from the population. We're living with about 40 some odd people in one home without most of the neighbors knowing. The neighbors are interviewed after this and they're like, oh, we had no idea. We never saw anybody.
That's so
Wow.
crazy to me still.
that many people, yeah.
Yeah.
I still love that they're all like little crews.
Oh yeah. So
yeah.
I said house. I should have said craft. They live in a craft.
Sorry.
Yeah, and everything is a crew. This is a full Star Trek cult. Like they are operating like they are on the USS Enterprise, and like they're getting ready to get beamed up, literally.
They weren't miserable though on the Enterprise, though, were they?
I mean, I guess. Except for
when they got attacked by aliens all the freaking time.
But at least that was some excitement. They're not even leaving the house.
You always feel safe. But it's funny because they even talk about like the negative things in the world and like pop culture and like the zeitgeist and all that stuff as like the Borg. So like, on Star Trek, if you don't know, the Borg like absorbs and like you become part of it. Like so.
Yeah, it's like
they
a
were
hive
full
mind
on
of cybernetic creatures.
Yeah, they were full on Trekkies.
Oh man, I bet you the guy that went to get the mail every time before he'd open the door would be like thinking it's like an airlock, and then he would have his little scouter scanner
Yeah, I
thing.
bet he did. I guarantee he did. Like a whole process of like opening one door, making sure the other one's shut, like suiting up. Like, all right, I duct taped all my cuffs. There's no air should get in. I'll be fine.
Oh, jeez.
Actually, like I promised, I have a ton of videos broken up from these guys talking and Marshall Applewhite basically lecturing. If you want, he probably gives a better rundown of where we're up to right now if you guys want to meet the man of the hour.
I mean, I feel like we're gonna meet him regardless.
Yeah. No choice.
He looks so innocent.
That's how I get you.
He said that they were from the kingdom of heaven. And those two individuals were T and Do. T, my partner, who has returned to the kingdom of heaven and left me here with the responsibility of whatever is remaining of this task.
Yo, he seems so mad about that.
He's so emotional.
I learned in working with T as a partner that T is my older member. Now, I know that doesn't make much sense to you. What is an older member? Well, I'll go back to saying that T and I, when we held meetings across the country, said that we were from the kingdom of heaven and that we had been given information on how to go from the human kingdom into the kingdom of heaven. At that time, we called it human individual metamorphosis. And as we held some meetings, quite a number of students, our followers, our curiosity seekers, just dropped whatever they were doing and came and listened to us, spent some time with us, a short period of time with us in some campgrounds, and we talked about the kingdom of heaven. The physical kingdom of heaven, not a spiritual kingdom of heaven. Not that it isn't spiritual, but it is not etheric. It is not only spiritual, which represents the character of the soul.
So is it spiritual or is it not
I'm
spiritual?
so.
So
Oh my
good.
gosh.
See, this is why you're a little bit ahead of the curve for not being susceptible to this. This is something that Marshall Applewhite does continuously, is that he states something and then instantly like shorts himself up with a qualifier or another statement saying like I could be wrong, or like you just heard, he's like into the physical, not that it's not spiritual. So he's like, so it's both anyway.
Yeah.
So he hedges his bets constantly.
All I could think was you are a creepy Mr. Rogers.
He does seem like a creepy Mr. Rogers.
That's all. I could not focus on anything else he said.
Yeah, he's creep factors turned up on him, especially as we get into the later 90s. He gets more and more like just withdrawn and gaunt and stuff. But he was basically just explaining what they had been doing and how they were traveling the country, and it's nice to hear it from his voice, not mine, trying to
I'd
it's like
rather
I'm
hear.
trying to indoctrinate you guys talking crazy.
I'd rather hear Lee.
Yeah, no, I'd rather
At
hear
least
you
you know
talk
that-
crazy.
At least you know it didn't come from me. Like I'm not making this up for once.
For
Okay.
once.
What?
I mean, you know I'm not making it up for once. I try not to.
Yeah, no, that's what I would
Yeah.
totally say too.
So
was it made up or is it not made up
Yeah.
for once? Huh? Is
Which
this it's
is
the
it?
whole kingdom of heaven all over again?
It's physical, it's not physical.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I'm about to give you physical.
All right. So we have to be really clear with like what happens to Do when T dies. He's facing.
And that's him, right?
He is Do. She is T. Yep. He's still.
I'm just trying to keep up.
Yep. I know. It's all right. It's all right. I go back because I say Applewhite a lot because it's just easy to say. And
yeah, that makes
at this point within the group, though, he's referred to as Do. And I'm trying to use that because when you hear these people talk, when you hear him talk, he's going to refer to himself as Do.
Oh, yeah.
So again, June 19th, 1985, T, who is Bonnie, passes away. She had already actually lost an eye from the cancer. Like, it goes quick. And this whole time that she is dealing with this, the two of them are in denial that it's happening. You know, she can't die. They're reprimanding doctors and telling them they don't know what they're talking about. So like they're in it 100% to the point where like her failing body is not enough for them to be like, maybe we should walk this back a couple steps.
No, they double down, huh?
Yeah, Marshall is the king of doubling down. We'll find that out too later.
Oh
Dang
boy.
it,
So
buddy.
he's facing like a total collapse of his entire theology. Everything he's been preaching collapses the moment there's a body on a table.
He's like, lady, you can't die. Like this our whole thing is like we can't.
Yeah,
See, and it should have just completely ended here.
it should have. It absolutely should have. Because like we said, he's been preaching for the last 9 years or so that he's an immortal being from out of this world that's going to transform into something else and not die.
Let me guess, he pivots though, and he's just like, oh, she just went first to get things ready.
How'd you know?
But why wouldn't they already know that?
Because it's a test of faith. I don't know.
Wow.
So, like I said, Bonnie was diagnosed.
I could be wrong.
I
could be wrong.
And now Marshall has to go back after leaving the hospital. He has to go back to all these followers in his house and be like, hey, she's dead. But I know what's going on. Of course I know what's going on, right?
Clearly, she didn't need her human body anymore.
Nope. He explained to them basically that her vehicle had broken down and that it was
Mine
left
does every day.
behind. Technically, because of the quality of her vehicle, she was able to graduate early.
She was like a VW bug.
Yeah. She got
so she went to the dealership and traded herself in before her lease was up.
She was getting calls from Honda. Yeah, you're coming on 10 years on this vehicle. You might want to trade in so it's got some value. Nope. He did it. He went back. He got them all together. He basically explained that she was already on the spaceship and that she is waiting for them and he is in communication with her still. So he basically still tells all these people that he is still the only one talking to her and getting this information. He immediately has her body cremated. Surprise, surprise.
Interesting. Okay.
No funeral, no ceremony, no time for anyone to question anything.
Yeah, why would you need a funeral or a ceremony when because she just disappeared and went with the aliens?
Yeah, exactly.
I know where she's at.
He does, at least.
Yeah.
Again, the scariest part about this whole thing is that explanation works for every single one of those members except one.
Oh, so thank you. There's somebody that's sane.
40 people, one person was like, but you said.
I'm like, nah, bro, I ain't buying what you're selling. I was buying it up until this point.
Yeah.
I need to speak to a manager.
Now, this is just further proof that like these people have absolutely no independent thought at this point. Like they are literally just being drip fed everything they know or believe, which is
Sure. Okay.
Cool.
It's a testament to how well Bonnie and Applewhite like wipe these people from like having any kind of identity and even being able to question him. Like that's the biggest question. The number one question of all the things you've been teaching me would be like, but now she's dead.
Yeah. Riddle me this, Batman.
Yeah.
She's fucking dead, dude.
Exactly. So this is, again, it was all well and good in that first episode when we were just camping and talking about God and aliens. Now I have way too many questions. This is him talking about what we were talking about, how he's really good at pivoting.
I was going to say, is this his pivotal moment? Dukes. Shameless dad jokes. I'll be here forever.
Or until his vehicle breaks down.
Yeah.
Certainly one that was considered legitimate and had respect to it in the community, as did T's life. And her life separately began to fall apart. We did not know each other.
Talking about their clandestine meeting.
We'd never seen one another that we were aware of, had never met. And then in the early 70s, I think around 71, we met just perchance while I was visiting a sick friend in a
Sure,
hospital
Bob.
where T was a nurse. From that moment, my life changed. Changed very significantly. I rebelled. I didn't want it to change, and yet
He gets so, like, you see how broken he is. Like, this is a
Yeah,
man
that was
who's
his
done
boo.
zero healing.
Yeah. I was like, it's hard to heal when you're like the leader of a cult.
Yeah.
And people are supposed to see you as like you're not a human.
Well, you just had to lie.
But pretty much.
About, like, so you can't even feel the real feelings.
Right.
an age after this age. So, with the talk that is so common this day and time of the last days or the end of the age, and some
Hell
of
yeah,
them even,
Y2K.
some people even talk of it as the end of the world, when I'm afraid I don't feel that our Heavenly Father has quite deemed the planet so ill that it can't be recycled, refurbished,
Okay,
cleaned
we
up,
get it.
restored.
Re-cleaned up.
But I feel that we are at the end of the age. Now, at the end of the age, I'm afraid I feel
it's so good that you guys point some of this stuff out, because like that right there is another one of those like reassertion qualifier, like let's not think about the other thing here, like
Yeah.
let's not, like, death is really far away, we're gonna say refurbish, reinvent. Like he just doubles down over and over on like a different word to not make you think of the other thing.
is right upon us. It's going to come, and I don't want it to sound like a prophet, but my gut says, and everything else that I know points to, that it's going to come before the turn of the century, that it's going to come in the next few months or next year or two. I could be off. I thought
Yeah,
T and I
okay.
thought it was going to
I
end
could be off.
within
I've
a
been
few
wrong
months.
before.
The age was going to end
Yeah, she
in
died.
1975 when our students were out holding meetings. Let's go back to the students for a moment. When we had those students, the ones that were faithful and stayed with us to the best that they could, we received instruction.
That's
We
Sawyer.
clearly feel
and
that our
Peyote, I think
instruction
is on the right.
came from
His
our older
name is
member,
Peyote.
or a member of the
She.
kingdom of
Oh,
heaven,
I know it's hard
who
to
was
tell.
not
There's no way to tell.
in a human physical form.
We don't have to listen to this part anymore. But you see, he's just so quick. He's just so quick to be like, oh, it's going to be here in a month, a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, maybe a year, maybe
2 years. Who
Maybe
knows?
2
maybe
years.
a
Yeah.
decade. It'll be here before the turn of the century.
You know what? It'll be here before you know it. If you
It's-
just go to bed right now.
And these are the things that stand out a lot when you're not part of the cult, because like it's just like, how are you listening to this man? He's just
Yes.
every 5 seconds he's saying like he's either contradicting what he just said 2 seconds ago, or he's like so doubled down on his shit that it's like, I can't believe you because you're too enthusiastic about this.
All of the above.
So yeah, T hadn't died. She had simply completed her portion of the mission. Believe someone had already said that. And now he has the hardest job of all. He has to prepare everybody else for this final test that is.
I like how in that
spin
video
this.
at the beginning he was just like, and T left me here to get everybody ready, like a slight little like, god dang it.
See, so I think that some of that, yeah, it's like a frustration of like, she was the one who told me what to do, and now I gotta come up with it all.
Yeah, I gotta freestyle this.
Exactly. Yeah. So she was, like you said, the mystic, the mind behind all this, and he was the mouthpiece. He was like junior partner. Like he barely had to stay at the table, and now he's everything. Both. He's got to.
I am the table.
He's got to be the like head of this cult and the mouthpiece, and like the example for everyone to be like, oh, he knows what he's doing at all times, and he's right.
No.
Because, Marshall Applewhite, this random white-haired, middle-aged, or older than middle-aged at this point, man, is the only person on this entire planet that can tell you if you're eligible for the next level above humanity. Remember that.
Thank God.
Remember that. Now we're in full-blown cult territory, Jeremy.
So now this is when it's become a cult? This right now is a cult.
It's a cult, but this is like, because before, like I said, it didn't feel crazy or dangerous. Like,
because they could leave.
Felt weird and strange, and like they are outsiders and they were just doing weird shit and living in a craft. Like, okay, be role players, fine. Now it's like real dangerous shit because they're like fully wiped. They're like, a woman just died and a man came back and told them like she didn't die, and they're like, okay.
But like, oh yeah, no, I was totally not worried that she wasn't dead.
Yeah.
Just had a couple of questions. You know what? I'm an idiot. I should never ask.
And I should, what I shouldn't say? I shouldn't say full-blown cult. This is more of the moment it becomes like a death cult. This is the point where like now Marshall is on like a trajectory where there's no answer to any other questions except I have to end this at some point. Like that, like it has to come to an end. Like I have to.
I feel like this is like Game of Thrones, like late seasons, where they're like, "Yo, this has to end."
Exactly. It's like you were signed up for however many seasons. You gotta write. You gotta write us out.
It becomes like a pride thing for him. You think?
We'll get into it. So it becomes. So
it could span it for years and years and years.
Yeah. This point, he is now almost pressured by the cult members to keep up the appearances, keep things going. He's created such sycophants that these people are like pushing him up. Like, so he wants to probably collapse into a hole, cry about Bonnie, and like, but he's got these 30 some odd people behind him, just like, you're the one. This is the greatest now. We got to keep moving. We need you. Like, we're looking to you for answers. Like, you can see by the way these people are sitting here, looking at him and answering and waiting for him to finish talking. They don't have any other thoughts but what this man's saying.
I just don't get that.
I know.
It's hard. It is hard to grasp.
I just can't get
Can't
that.
stand to listen to him. Gosh.
Oh, I just noticed your hat.
Oh, word, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Word, you check it out. That's the college logo.
Plug.
Yeah.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Get a nice dad hat at T-Public.
T-Public.
We'll go a little bit further because there's a crucial part of his demise that's coming up that really, really, I think is like the last straw that he can like twist
He's
things.
Like NyQuil to me.
Oh, the final pivot.
Yeah. Okay. He's very drunk. I told you if I had the ability to speed this up while I listened, and I listened at like 2 times the speed, so I turned hours into half an hour, and it was still long. Yeah, it's impossible to like listen to all these videos.
But you can listen to somebody talk about Raw.
Well, yeah, I could, because they're not telling me to cut my hair and like live on a craft. Like it's just all still hypothetical.
Fiber lab.
Not yet.
I'm all down to be hypothetical. No, if some dude knocked on my door and was like, "I need to tell you about Raw," I'd be like, slap that shit in his face real quick.
Like, no, let me tell you about Raw.
Yeah.
The band? Oh yeah, come in.
Brother?
Does this smell like chloroform? All right. Back to Marshall. Because this is when he really starts laying this like crazy extremist doctrine down. He becomes obsessed with like the end of times, and like he just keeps basically saying, like we heard him say it. He roundabouts the end of time over and over.
Right.
Yeah.
Also at this time, and I really think this is due to the lack of any kind of relationship personally in his life. I think he really is one of those people that needs a bestie, like a person that always needs a person,
Yeah.
And he didn't have that. And at this time, right around...
His bestie is now rested in peace.
Yep. No, she's not a spaceship, Josh.
That's right. I'm sorry. This is why I couldn't be in his cult, because I don't believe him.
Been listening at all.
I don't even know what her name is.
Bonnie or T.
Bonnie.
See, look at you.
Bonnie.
It's not. It's either Bonnie
yeah.
or T. I said.
All right. Well, new name enters the chat.
Oh God.
Enter a young member. He's been a member for a very long time at this point. He's considered one of like the best members. His name is Dick Jocelyn.
I'll definitely remember that.
Wait, there's just so much. Wait. I know you want to say it, but there's so much here. I'm gonna help you out. So he was known as Dinkody.
It gets better.
Don't ask me why. All right, like I said, loyal follower, like super into it, like couldn't find a better like member, like always helping, always doing all the things. For 15 years, he's been following this.
15 years.
15 years, committed, unquestioning, faithful, and now it's the late 80s, and Marshall is catching them feelings.
Oh.
So Marshall's got a thing for Dick.
Just right.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. So Marshall has feelings for this member, and they're intense, and he even tries to like act on them and gets rejected, and it's this whole awkward
Dick rejected
thing.
him?
Yeah, no Dick yet.
Damn, you got rejected by Dick.
So again, he has to go and face the members of a cult he's explained to for the last almost 20 years that he's an asexual space being that has no feelings, that he just tried to get some dick.
He's just going up to other members and he's just like, hey, so like, what was his cult name?
Dakota?
He's gonna be like, yo, so Dakota was trying to give me some dick, right? But it didn't happen. You don't believe him.
Don't believe him.
So is he gonna be the one that leaves?
He is one of the members that leaves. So Marshall again, in this weird roundabout way, is somewhat honest. He expresses to the group that he had these feelings. It was actually a thing. He actually expresses. So they had these things called nocturnal emissions, which I'm sure most of you could imagine what that is.
Yeah, sure.
So he was having those about Dick. And he was straight up honest. And he said, guys, I had some nocturnal emissions.
I emissioned everywhere.
And I didn't know it.
I did not pass an emissions inspection.
I don't want to be on this spaceship anymore.
Nope.
I never did. I'm leaving the fiber lab. I'm out.
I'm leaving the fiber lab. Dick bounced?
Yep. Dick Jocelyn left in 1991, devastating Marshall again.
But not in that way.
Nope. Not in the way he wishes.
Nah. Shut this down.
So it's interesting. So Jocelyn, I'll call him Jocelyn when we're talking about him when he's not related to Marshall. He did an interview with People magazine later on after he had left the cult, and
also people were looking at Dick.
Oh yeah, they were talking to Dick. They were looking at Dick. He was on camera.
I can't
everything.
Help it, I'm done.
He actually said, and this is not a surprise really, but it's interesting to hear him say. He says, "Quote: Sometimes it got pretty boring." Especially when we were waiting for 10 years for a spacecraft to come down. End quote. That's like...
Sometimes it got boring.
Well, we waited for 10 years for a spaceship to come down? Excuse me, sir. I'm sure you could have...
when I had enough. I'm not waiting one more year.
Oh, God. Yeah. So he left. He's out. He's gone. Marshall is, again, devastated, but again, twist this shit. He is so good.
Twisting Dick.
If human sexuality is the thing keeping him from the next level, the solution was obvious.
No.
Please tell me it's not where
remove the source of the problem.
Yes. Dick already left. You didn't have to remove anything else.
Nope. So this is an interesting set of stairs on how this progresses. So Marshall gets obsessed with Jesus's teaching of Matthew 19:12, where he says, "For there are eunuchs who are born that way, and there are eunuchs who have been made eunuchs by others, and then there are eunuchs who have chosen to live like eunuchs for the sake of the kingdom of heaven."
So not one part of that said, "Hey, cut your shit off.
Well, there are eunuchs who choose to live like eunuchs for the sake of that.
Yeah, but
Kingdom of
you can
heaven.
live like a eunuch with still keeping
No,
your
because by definition,
junk.
then you're just celibate. You can't have junk.
Same, but different.
Oh my gosh.
Well, I mean, we're arguing semantics here that don't matter. The point is that he's telling people that, like, if you got a feeling for a friend, chop your willy off.
Just because I got rejected, you got
Everybody's got to
off.
chop their yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
What do the women do?
Sew it up.
I don't think that's hygienic.
I don't think yours was either.
No.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no. You're gonna tell me they're all
so
going to the
he's-
doctor. Like, what doctor is doing this?
We'll talk.
How
about
is
that.
everyone peeing? This is so weird.
Well,
There's so many things wrong.
They castrate.
I want
people.
off
They
the-
don't cut their actual penises off. They cut their testicles off. To
Oh,
be correct.
that's
I'm all
that's-
shafted.
But
No
this
sack.
is when Marshall starts like slow rolling this idea through like the Bible. And
He's
he's
gonna
like,
slow pitch this idea.
yeah, he's like
to
slow
you.
rolling this out, right? Like voluntary castration. Again, you can just go get a vasectomy.
But
like-
it's not the same.
I know. It doesn't stop the urge.
Oh Lord.
I feel like it would be worse if you like castrated yourself, because then you're just like, well, this is the worst. Like, I bet you if it's like a phantom limb syndrome.
Oh.
Just scratching, nothing. Just trying to, nothing there. No, I don't know, man. That's something I don't want to think about.
So
But here we are.
We are here.
people- Surely we lost more people at this point.
Okay, we'll see. Let's.
Oh, you mean listeners? Yeah,
Yeah.
probably.
Let's see who we lost while this happened. All right. So I think you guys may remember from last episode, one of these members' names was Stephen Terry McCarter, aka Sorority. Super gung-ho guy. We mentioned that he was like the go-getter of the gang.
Oh, the
I
pick me
feel
guy.
like this needs to be like an memorandum, and it's just like a black and white picture of them and some sad music.
No,
Be
it's
happy music for the ones that left.
Fuck
Well,
yeah, right?
We haven't got there yet. We have not got.
Oh, I thought you were gonna tell me. Okay, never mind.
Nope. So
Uh,
Sorority became obsessed, not with Marshall's teachings, not with the next level, but proving that he was more committed than anyone else at getting to the level above human.
Oh,
So
gee. Okay.
in
real
1990,
try-hard.
he found his test that he can prove how committed he was. Sorority approached one of the other members, Lavodi, whose real name was Julie. She was formerly a nurse, and she was one of Marshall Applewhite's most trusted assistants. He requested that she castrate him.
Oh.
I
And
don't
you
think
know, like
she's equipped for that.
any other normal person that gets asked to castrate someone, she totally says yes. So
Sure.
they go down with this whole thing. It is just as you imagine it. A disaster. No hospital, no proper equipment, no emergency protocols, no backups, nothing.
Yeah.
Right? So they
Ah.
set up in one of their rented houses and they go through with this. One of the members that is there is Sawyer at the time. And you could actually listen to him talk about it on the HBO special. He talks about it in detail, what like he witnessed and how traumatizing this was for him. Basically, she cuts into his scrotum and she cannot ligate so she is allowing this man now to bleed out through his scrotum in the middle of a living room with no anything to help.
Yeah.
Like she's not trained in surgery. She's not trained in anesthesia. This man is not under anesthesia. He is barely sedated and they're watching him go into shock. It's
Jesus
looking
Christ.
bad. So Sorority nearly bleeds to death. It's not quite clear when or how they decided like, hey, we need to get this guy help. They do eventually get him help and he does survive. So now he's the first eunuch of Heaven's Gate.
Do you think like afterwards he was just laying in the hospital bed and he was just like, worth it?
I
Yes.
mean, oh.
Josh, 100,000%. Because
Stop.
the
But no,
lesson,
Fro, keep going.
the lesson learned from this whole debacle, Marshall comes up with a lesson out of this whole thing. And it's not the lesson you would expect. It's not that castration is dangerous. It's that maybe next time we should have a doctor do it. So from
hey,
this
probably have a professional
on,
toothpaste.
all
Hey.
castrations in the group will be performed by a doctor.
From
Now, this doctor was not
where?
easy to find. It was not easy to find because
Okay.
obviously most surgeons
Yeah.
were like, "You're fucking nuts.
Yeah, no
This
shit.
is malpractice. I can't do this." So they
Yeah.
went to Mexico, where surgeries are,
I knew Tijuana was gonna come into play.
yeah, like, I don't know, a cola. You just walk up and say, "I want one," and they do it. So,
I don't know. I just watched a donkey show, got a taco, and now I'm a woman.
yep. Yeah, so they go there, and over the course of the next few years, 8 members get castrated,
God
including
damn.
Applewhite himself. Always then done by a doctor. And this procedure was always presented as voluntary,
I
but
feel like it was
came,
highly suggested.
yeah, it came with a lot of psychological pressure and like immense gratitude, and like you got celebrated afterwards.
With what? A pizza party? I mean,
No, you got to keep one of them.
You
what?
little jar. My
Like,
lucky
here you go.
nut.
You made your nut.
Out of
No.
those 8 members that got castrated, 7 of them would be in the cult on that final day when they all took their lives.
I bet you the one that wasn't there that was castrated was like, dude, I wish I had my balls.
I probably should have just killed myself. It would have been easier.
It sucks.
So you ask about like what did the rest of the members and the females think
Yeah.
about this after this happened? They were down, like pretty down with it. They thought it was good. They thought it was cool, except Sawyer. Sawyer bounced because Sawyer probably almost passed the fuck out watching this man bleed out.
He's like, yo, this is not for me.
No, and Sawyer's funny. Like, I don't want, like, I try not to take like quotes and like stuff from the documentary itself. But if you go listen to the documentary and he's talking about this whole situation, part of the reason for him leaving is not necessarily like the fear of castration. He's worried he can't stop masturbating. Like,
That's what I'm saying.
he's like questioning, like,
So
I can't be worthy
sad.
if I can't stop masturbating, even if castration's on the table.
That would be maddening. You're just sitting there cranking and no joy.
I don't think that would happen. I mean, I don't know.
Phantom
I don't
limb
know what,
syndrome.
I mean, I guess so, because dogs still hump castrated. Like that, there's still some
Yeah,
kind of
my
signal
dog
there.
tries to have sex with my other dog all the time.
I don't know. I don't know
Oh.
what you're thinking when you do this. Crazy enough, again, if you go back and you listen to I think it's called The Cult of Cults on HBO, Sawyer is still a Heaven's Gate member technically, and he's still like one of the active people, like saying that this is the way and this is the right thing and this is the path I want to follow.
Even after all this time.
Even after all this time, he still
So
runs
what
the website,
spaceship is he
does
waiting on?
talks. I could actually probably pull up a talk or two from him eventually.
Wait, is
Yeah,
he
I
waiting on a
don't
spaceship
know.
or something?
I don't
Like, what's his
understand
deal?
what now you're waiting for, because guys, man, you guys are good.
He's
You guys will lead me right to where we need to be.
He's waiting for this new interstellar comet thing.
Yeah. So right now, not right now, where we are in the timeline of the cult, not in real time. Like, Marshall's kind of just biding time. He doesn't really know what the next move is. He's just waiting for a sign, something to say, like, this could be the thing that Bonnie's telling us is the moment. We got to be ready.
Cut balls off. Check.
Yep.
Wait it out.
That's literally the
Oh.
plan. But
running a cult must be easy.
that moment comes in 1995
No.
with the formation or the spotting of the Hale-Bopp comet. So that's like the perfect interstellar friend for Marshall to tag on his fate to. Before we get to the Hale-Bopp and the final moments of this cult, there's other important parts that are pivotal to this cult and almost every other cult that's come after. We'll talk about it more in the next episode, but Marshall White basically discovers the internet for cults. They are, I should say, the first cult to advertise and recruit, organize using the internet.
The internet.
And they were good at it. By like, when I'm talking like Sandra Bullock, the net good. Like, they were click clacking, Like they knew what they were
Well, they
doing.
were all like what? Half of them were programmers.
Yeah.
Yep. So we'll talk about that in the next episode. They have a whole business, a legit business. We'll talk about some of their clients, and like that's kind of weird because you can imagine like your IT guy is actually in a cult. Like your IT guy's weird anyway. Like he's like actually like comes in with like that bobbed haircut and is like, yeah, my name's Lil Odie.
And excuse me, you were Jim the other day.
Nope, Lil Odie now.
Oh,
My shoes?
sir, that's your name tag. Those aren't shoes.
Yeah, see, it says Lil Odie. Got you to look. No.
Now I gotta cut my balls off.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So you can see how fast we're spiraling. For the most part, at this point in the cult, I guess it's kind of important to say that they are kind of self-isolated. They're not like
Clearly.
on the tongues of the public, though. But like, when things
Not
were going on
yet.
with some of these other cults, people were keeping up with them. They're
Oh, yeah.
gone now. They like recessed into the backwaters. Then no one really knows like what they're planning, which is even scarier because this comes as a complete surprise when things finally do go down.
Well, yeah, because everybody thought there was only 4 people living in this fucking
Yeah.
house.
How could 4 people smell so bad?
Joke's on me. There was 40.
Yeah, well, not anymore.
Nope.
Real estate, your property values are going down. If you haven't, and you're here already at this episode, and you haven't listened to the other episodes, you should probably go back and listen to the other episodes. If not, the next episode, like I said, we'll be wrapping this whole thing up, and we will be ending it with a bunch of bodies and a bunch of barbiturates.
Everybody goes to space.
Yay!
Yeah.
So I spared us because I did clip a lot of videos, and realizing them not being played in 2 times the speed
I can't handle him. Like I'm
painful.
so tired now.
Is painful. What I will do
I'd
is
rather listen to the old Clear Eyes commercial guy talk than him.
Ah,
Ben, what's his name? Ben,
I can't remember. I never knew his
Oh.
name.
yeah.
I don't know.
Real
Clear
boring.
for dry red eyes.
I'd rather
Yeah.
listen to him than Marshall Applewhite
Yeah.
or
So
Bo or whatever the fuck his name is.
either I'm sorry or you're welcome. If you wanted more, like I said, I'll put a link to this archive of way too many videos of this man. And I'll also probably, make some social posts with this guy's lovely mug.
Mm-mm.
Next episode, we definitely will be playing some more of these videos. You'll get to see, we're going to meet the cult, like the members. Like there's a
Oh.
long run through. I think what we'll do is we'll break it up and we'll talk amongst it, and I'll so we're not just watching him go through all of them because it's
Just make it like a Brady Bunch animation where they all
all
pop up in a little square.
and all old. That'd be pretty cool. I wish I could do that.
We can play
No.
like who still has their nuts?
Guess who? But who's castrated and who's not?
I wonder. We should try. I should find the list, and when we go through the things, we should try. Any questions about where we're up to at this point? Josh, it's T and Doe. They're named Applewhite and Nettles, Bonnie Nettles. That's the whole
Well,
name.
she's on the spaceship, so now it's just him and not his nuts.
Yeah. It's I guess should we have a moment of silence for the 8 pairs of nuts or 9 pairs of nuts we lost in this episode?
I feel like that's a
Or-
dude thing. Have at it.
I feel like that now comes in like the dong, oh mama ba All right. I'll let this one end, and we will pick it up with the internet and these guys fucking making a dope website for the year of 1990, like 4 or 5. Yeah,
Sure.
because so visual again, we'll talk about it next episode. Visually, yeah, it's super dated, but the stuff that they were doing on that website,
And they have flashes.
yeah, like a decade and a half ahead of where like shit
Yeah.
was for regular people. But again,
I
if
bet you
you
for the
wanna-
time it was like the most bitchin' website ever.
Yeah.
It was killer tofu.
I had like a visitor counter and everything.
Oh heck yeah! It just reminds me of like old school MySpace days.
Like you guys
Yeah.
joke, but it was like better than MySpace at the time. Like you were able to download full videos.
Yo, what if
Like,
Tom
watch-
from
oh,
yeah.
MySpace
And, like, a
stole
full
MySpace
book.
from Heaven's Gate?
Imagine he's like the only friend on their page. Like he's still the only one there, like number one friend.
Yeah.
He's just like everybody's friend, man.
So
and we
he's
all
in the
left
cult.
Tom.
I wonder if they were on Facebook. I gotta look that up. Was Heaven's Gate on Facebook?
I'm sure they are now.
I don't know. They are the Facebook. All right. Anyway, if you haven't subscribed, you know what to do. Subscribe, like, share, tell a friend that you joined a cult, and then tell them to join with you. That's what we do. All right. Until the next time, stay curious, stay strange. Bye.
Bye.
Peace. Keep your nuts.
Keep them in the sack.
At all times.
Thank you for listening. If you would like to join us as a guest, suggest a topic, or have a story you want us to share, we'd love to hear from you. Email us at ssospodcast@gmail.com. For more behind-the-scenes updates and exclusive insights about SSOS, make sure to follow us on social media. And don't miss out on the fun. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Again, thank you for listening to the Secret Society of Strangers podcast. This show is an independent production, researched and crafted by our passionate team. But we couldn't do it without all of you. We truly appreciate your support. Embrace the unknown, for not all secrets are meant to be kept. Farewell, strangers.